in the previous episode.
I can't remember what rims there are. If I remember, I'll put in a picture from Need for Speed with the rims I'm thinking about.
And now... Hi guys, I'm Zach from Nerdworks Media, and we are here again with more Rate My Ride videos because I don't have other things to record. Yes? Anyway, I apologize for the mic quality in the last episode and probably in this episode. I apologize for all the wind noise. It's hard to record these videos with like a good background unless I'm recording it in my room against a blank wall. Just appreciate the calm background. Okay? It's hard, there's background noise, blah blah blah. Moving on. I also want to apologize to, I still don't know if I'm saying his name right, Melkel JDM. In the last episode with the Skyline, I actually misquoted a lot of the information on that because I got one of these RX-7s mixed up with the Skyline. I actually thought he only had the Skyline and the RX-7. Apparently has a Skyline, RX-7 and another RX-7.
And the Toyota MR2, you massive goof.
So, I got a lot of the information mixed up, but he commented down below a lot of the correct information anyway. Yeah, anyway, so today's a special episode, and I'm going to try not move my phone around so there's a lot of wind noise like there was in the last episode.
Thank goodness, because we were all going to die if that continued.
Let's hope this works well. So starting us off, I'd like to just mention that all the footage that you're going to be seeing is taken from Need for Speed Heat and not the original games that the cars that I'm rating come from. That's because it's hard to record older consoles and stuff, like the footage from older consoles. I haven't got the stuff for that, as well as it's very difficult, and and I also don't have every single game. I've like seen a lot of the games and a lot of the story. I know a fair bit about what's going on, but no, I don't own all the games, and so just be happy with the effort that I've put into this one. Alright, this one was a lot of effort. It was also kind of last minute, and I'm gonna have like half an hour to edit this. Fun! Anyway, so starting off, we have Ryan Cooper's S13 from Need for Speed Pro Street. So like I said, it was first seen in Need for Speed Pro Street. This S13 was very basic and kind of like on the low end of the scale.
No, you are very basic and kind of on the low end of the scale.
But it was actually the perfect car to start in for the game. It was a turboed CA, which is the stock engine from an S13. But with a little bit of extra boost to help kick the rear end out on the corners. It's overall a super cool car, and I actually really hope that Need for Speed continues to add these kind of cars as the starter cars for the player, instead of like dropping us in a very fancy BMW or Ferrari right at the beginning of the game. Cough cough Forza, cough cough. It's kind of like a full send drift missile, but this one, like, it suits it. It's actually well done. If that makes sense. Like, it's so crappy looking that it's cool. No, I absolutely love it. I think it looks fantastic. It's got that like full send vibe, and that's exactly what you want in like a Need for Speed game, where you gotta full send to get the win. Or that's how I've always felt in Need for Speed. It's like you can't just, yes, it's a very easy game to pick up and play, but to win, you gotta know what you're doing. I don't know. I've always been a big fan of Need for Speed, bigger than any of the other racing games. Anyway, moving on. That's a different topic for another day. I mean, it's essentially like a stock S13, or at least a very basic S13. It might have like lowering springs and, like I said, the extra boost and stuff, and obviously rims, but that's not a build. Thank you, Tyrone, for shouting at me. Anyway, but it's cool. I don't know what else to say. Just looking at this car makes me happy. Not many cars do that. For a rating, yeah, it's a full send drift missile, but that's obviously kind of like the point of the car. It's like your starter car for the game. They're not going to send you off in like a brand new S15, for example. I mean, that's still like a car that you got to build up to be the drift missile that you need, or the drag car, or the race car, whatever. But like they literally gave you like a proper drift missile, scrapped out junkyard car, and they were like, alright, here you go, go do your best. And that's what I love. I actually like that. Like even in some of the newer Need for Speeds, I mean, they gave you alright cars to start in. They were like, they had 1 or 2 bits to bump the performance, or they had like a pristine body and stuff. And to be honest, when you're getting into the car scene, it's the exact opposite. You get into a rusty piece of scrap that you gotta like rebuild. And that's exactly what this was. That's why it's like one of the best starter cars for me in Need for Speed history. I don't know. It's cool. I mean, again, look at mine. I got mine in an okay condition, but it's still got its scratches, and I mean, I've got it with stock rims and stuff. Probably actually check my tire pressure now that I look at it. But, yeah, I mean, that's how you start out in the actual car scene in real life. That's how you should start out in the car scene, the modifying car scene anyway, in games. For rating, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It's got a lot of history behind it, and like, as the car goes to stand for like the franchise per se, I think it's quite high up there, and it means a lot to the community and the franchise. So next up we have the Keisel BMW i8. This is a turbocharged 3-cylinder, which is basically a very overpriced Mini Cooper. No, in all seriousness, I mean, it was a cool thing from BMW, but and it's not the exact engine from a Mini Cooper. It's got the hybrid engine, so it's got the electric motor on that to give it extra performance, which actually bumps the performance up to 369
Nice, well done. Super original.
horsepower. This particular BMW i8 has a limited body kit by Keisel Celine. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. If you haven't seen his posts on Instagram or anything, basically he used to design a lot of the body kits for Need for Speed, and he actually still designs. He does like renders of body kits and stuff. He's actually got into making body kits himself. Like he's got his own company now. He's actually super cool. Love his work. I love his renders. Like, it's actually inspired the kit that's coming out for my car soon. This BMW i8 kit is heavily inspired by like a Japanese influence, if that makes sense. So it's got, I don't know, it's got a lot of what you'd expect from the Japanese culture and drift style and like that look. It's just absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful car to look at. The only gripe that I have with the car is I don't like its color. Like if it was a dark grey or something, that would be cool, but the orangey gold, not a big fan. Overall, it's a extra car from Need for Speed Heat, and it was kind of like boosted and had extra performance for the player, and it's one hell of a cool car to take to like an online car meet and I park up and just be like, behold this amazing machine. For a rating, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's got like an absolutely beautiful body kit and design. I just really don't like the color, and unfortunately I don't like the base car. I'm not a fan of the BMW i8. I mean, you can make them look really cool with body kits and stuff, doesn't mean that it solves the engine problem. Sorry. Next up we have Rachel's 350Z from Need for Speed Underground 2. This is cool. So the 350Z was found in Bayview in the Need for Speed Underground 2, like I said. And it was first seen when Rachel comes and picks you up from the airport. Now this thing was low and pack in some power. It was a brilliant way to show the player like the potential of the car that you could build in the game, and then like kind of takes that away from you and like drops you at the beginning. It's like, cool, now go and build that. I don't know. That I feel like that was also one of the cooler intros, because Need for Speed Most Wanted, the one with Cross's car, the 2005 one, that to me still had the best introduction, because you started off in that M3. You felt invincible. You had like the best car, and then they took that away from you and dropped you to start from scraps, from the beginning again. This was a similar route, and that to me is actually the best way to start a player off. Show them the potential of the cars that they can get, then take it away and say, cool, get to that level. Which I understand for some players kind of frustrates them, but then go play Forza. Go away. So this 3.5 liter VQ engine in the 350Z was boosted and then also nitrous injected to just give it that extra power, which again gave that the player like that invincible feeling as they jumped into the game. So it was a very memorable car. Now in terms of the color and the vinyl and the body kit and stuff, I mean, Need for Speed used to have some interesting body kits, let's put it that way. It was okay. I'm not the biggest fan of the body kit. It's okay. And the vinyl was also, it was there, it existed. As a rating, I think I'd give it, like a 5.5. I'm not going to give it a 5 and I'm not going to give it a 6. I feel like it's somewhere in between. I feel like some people are going to argue that Rachel's 350Z is more iconic, but fight me. These don't, I'm weak and small. Anyway, so that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the going through the Need for Speed franchise and their iconic cars and some of my opinions on those cars and stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed me talking about some of the franchise's cool cars. I was actually hoping to do a 7's Day special, so an RX-7, like 3 RX-7s today, and I've actually done a few cars because I didn't have too much to talk about, although I like to ramble on like I have now. I feel like I'm talking too much. The video's probably going to be like 20 minutes long. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. It really helps out the videos. If you didn't enjoy, leave a dislike and tell me how I can improve in the comments. If I got any information wrong, please leave it in the comments. I actually appreciate it when people tell me, like correct me and stuff. I'd rather have the correct information out there than people be generous and kind and not correct me, but then other people get like misleading information. So I'd rather have the correct information out there. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Put a lot of effort into it.
Congratulations, you hit a total of 34
Yeah. Maybe next episode we'll do the 7 special. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Alright. Putting my hand in front of the camera, I'm moving my fingers. Cool. Alright. So starting us off, I'd like to... okay. Nope. Let's try not have a minute pause in between talking. That would be nice. Cough, cough, Need for Speed. No, ruined that. I ruined it. Because it's not Need for Speed, it's Forza. What am I on about? The doggo is gonna go bark.
Boof boof.
So, giving it a quick look, the dogs are barking. Yeah, so you're probably all listening to that and not me talking, but that's fine. So they're not gonna... What are the dogs barking? Milo! Enough! You big floof. don't know what they're barking at, but they're barking. No, I don't want to see what's copyright. Go away. I'm looking at copyright images, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to put them in the video. Gee, I've been talking for this already for 7 minutes. See, this is why it takes me too long. Oh, Diego! Run! This was a 6-liter V8, full of fury, but... Jeremy? No, I wasn't calling you big dog. Where are you going? Are you gonna go bork? Boof boof. Big boof. Yee. There's a cat in the window. And obviously, in the Need for Speed franchise, okay, wind. Body kit. Okay. In Bayview, forgot the name of the place very briefly. So as a rating, I'm gonna give it a... No, I'm not gonna give it a wow. 8 lost car time as the dog barks over me whilst I'm trying to talk. Rippity rap, I'm a cool rapper. Yee, I'm mumble rapper number 40,003. Pay me $1 billion because I made a cool song. Lol.